Here's your ultimate guide to the Homestead Exemption in Brevard County, Florida, 2025 edition. Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into one of the most valuable financial benefits for Florida homeowners, the Homestead Exemption. If you own a property anywhere in Brevard County, whether it's a condo in Cocoa Beach, a single-family home in Viera, or a waterfront property right here in Merritt Island, this video could help you save hundreds to thousands of dollars every single year on property taxes. We're going to talk about what the Homestead Exemption is, who qualifies, how much you can save, the Save Our Homes cap, portability when you move within Florida, and how to apply right here in Brevard County. I'll make it local, practical, and easy to follow. Let's get started. So what exactly is Homestead Exemption in Florida? The term homestead means your primary residence, the home you live in full-time under Florida Statute 196.031. The Homestead Exemption reduces the taxable assessed value of your property by up to $50,000, lowering your property taxes in Brevard County, where property values have been rising fast, especially along the Indian River Lagoon, Sykes Creek, and Banana River. This exemption makes a real difference in affordability. For example, if your home is assessed for $300,000, your taxable value might drop to $250,000 at an average millage rate of about 18 to 20 mils. That's savings of about $800 to $1,000 a year. That's real money that stays in your pocket, and over time that adds up to thousands. One of the biggest hidden benefits of the Homestead Exemption is the Save Our Homes cap. Here's how it works. Once your property is homesteaded, the assessed value can only go up by a maximum of 3% a year, or the change in the consumer price index, whichever is lower. That means even if home prices skyrocket in the neighborhoods like Waterway Manor, Villa de Palmas, or Satellite Beach's waterfront communities, your taxes stay stable. I've seen homeowners in Merritt Island save tens of thousands of dollars over time because of their home value doubling, but their taxable value barely moved. This protection keeps your monthly payments predictable and shields you from tax spikes during hot markets, especially valuable for retirees or anyone on a fixed income here on the Space Coast. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite Florida homeowners benefits. It's portability. If you can sell your home and buy another within Florida, let's say you've moved from Palm Bay to Viera or from Cocoa Beach to Merritt Island, you can actually transfer up to $500,000 of your Save Our Homes benefit to your new property. That means you don't lose your capped value and can keep your property taxes low, even as you upgrade or downsize. And this is important. You must apply for portability within 3 years of selling your previous home. If you're planning a move here on the Space Coast, talk to your realtor or with me before you list. It's one of the smartest ways to protect your long-term equity. Florida offers several additional exemptions that stack on top of the standard Homestead Exemption, and Brevard County participates in nearly all of them. Senior Exemption for homeowners 65 plus with a household income of under $35,000, up to an additional $50,000 off your assessed value. Widows or widower exemption, unmarried surviving spouses getting $5,000 off. Veterans and disabled, partial to full exemptions available depending on disability level. First responder exemption for those injured in the line of duty. These programs make a big difference for residents throughout Melbourne, Cocoa Beach, and Titusville, especially retirees who've lived here for decades. To qualify for the Homestead Exemption in Brevard County, you must own and occupy the home as your primary residence as of January 1st of the tax year. You must be a permanent Florida resident. You cannot claim residency or Homestead Exemption in another state. So for example, if you closed on your new Merritt Island home in July of 2025, you'll be eligible to apply for exemption for the 2026 tax year. Here's exactly how to apply for your Homestead Exemption in Brevard County. Gather your documents, Florida's driver's license, or an ID with your Brevard County address, Florida vehicle registration, voter's registration, recorded deed or closing statement, proof of permanent residency like a utility bill. Apply by March 1st. The easiest way is online at bcpao.us/homestead. You can also apply in person at offices in Titusville, Viera, Palm Bay, or Melbourne. Or you can mail your application to Brevard County Property Appraiser at P.O. Box 191, Titusville, Florida 32781. Check your status. You'll get confirmation by mail and can look up your exemption online using the property search tool. If you ever move or change how you use the property, you need to update your exemption. It doesn't transfer automatically to your next home. I've helped dozens of clients across the Space Coast apply for their homestead exemption, and I've seen the difference it makes. For example, a couple in Cocoa Beach saved nearly $1,200 a year after filing. Another homeowner in Viera East used Portability to carry over her $250,000 in cap value from their old home, keeping their new tax manageable even after upgrading. And for retirees in Merritt Island, the 3% cap has made it possible to stay in their homes comfortably, even as the market values have doubled since 2015. If you're buying a home, the homestead exemption is something to plan for early. File right after closing to make sure you get it for the next tax year. If you're selling, your buyer's taxes will be recalculated based on the new market value, so it's always good to explain your current assessed value and exemptions up front. And if you're relocating from out of state, say from New York or California, Florida's homestead benefits are a huge reason why your long-term costs will be much lower here on the Space Coast. So there you have it, the full breakdown of the homestead exemption in Brevard County, Florida. If you live in Merritt Island, Cocoa Beach, Viera, or anywhere across the Space Coast, make sure you take advantage of this. It's free, easy, and it protects your biggest investment, your home. If you found this helpful, hit the like, subscribe, and share this video with a neighbor who owns a home here in Brevard County. And if you're thinking about buying or relocating, reach out. I'm Carrie Liotta, your local Space Coast Realtor, helping you make smart moves on the Space Coast. See you next time, and remember, protect your home, protect your future, and love where you live.